Hello guys, and welcome back to my 100% playthrough of SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. In the last episode, we finished off the Mermalair, got all of its golden statuas, and we found out there's still a couple of levels to do. Rock Bottom has the next lowest count, so we'll go here next. Which is like the museum area or whatever. This is one area I remember in particular that requires the crew cell to do a lot of stuff. In fact, there's lots of things missing you can't do unless you have the crew
Dark depths of Robo
news
Patrick,
level.
home of strange creatures and souvenir t-shirts.
Oh, SpongeBob, I'm actually glad you're here.
Right.
Believe it or not.
I'm glad I'm here too, Mrs. Puff.
The robots have stolen priceless artwork from the museum. If you can return it all to me, I'll reward you with a golden spatula.
Why do you want all that artwork?
Don't ask questions you aren't prepared to handle the answer to.
Consider the artwork saved, Mrs. Puff.
Alright. Well, that's kind of an interesting animation. It's trying to change something, and it just doesn't do anything. Right. These platforms will collapse unless SpongeBob sneaks across them very carefully. Okay. Okay. A little bit annoying to get through.
You've just met the Sponginator.
I could probably just jump skip a lot of these things, but I'm playing it safe and waiting until the last minute to do
I
it.
gotta say, Bubble Buddy, for a bubble, you really get around.
SpongeBob, the robots are plundering Rock Bottom's museum, but they've broken the roadway leading up there. You'll have to be clever and find another route to get in.
What if I lick all these stamps and mail myself?
Could work, but perhaps being sneaky would be faster.
Right.
I love opening presents. Time for a little sleepy sneak.
Right. Okay, we activated something.
I feel like a new sponge.
Alright. Alright. We could just straight up kill him using that. Wait a minute. Okay, so whenever you use the bubble ball, they just straight up do stuff. Not a slider. I thought it was. Here comes the tiny challenge. Yeah.
I'm rollerific.
Whoops. Oh wait, actually, I think I still made it. Alright. Let's continue on. We still need a couple of searches before we can go to the next boss, which is where our important change will come in. It's here where you lock the ability to, no matter what we do, we'll be able to 100% each level. And also that we activate all the switches, we can complete the next main goal of this level, which requires Sandy.
Buzz off, you little pest. That's for messing with Texas.
Okay. Oh gosh.
Ew. Can't believe I'm wearing SpongeBob's underwear.
Okay. Ooh.
Someone better make good use of all these. Yeehaw!
Okay, now we have two different ways to go. We'll start with the secret race so we can get a sock over here.
Happy.
Alright. Well, there's your secret that we didn't get the last time. Wonder if we can open it from the other side. This feels like a secret that I would be able to do. Okay, well, only SpongeBob is able to sneak properly. Oh, I didn't not notice this part. Okay, there's the extra spot. Alright. Okay. Oh, by the way, that's a trick skip. Let's be fair, I should have had it the first time, but at least it's cool I could do that to do some stuff. Alright. Another spatula for us. Alright. Now in the actual museum proper.
Hey there, Barnacle Boy.
Yeah.
Say, warn me if that sponge kid comes back again, okay?
So, in case you're wondering, this is the next on part of the maze here. This is essentially the museum's security and internal laser field, essentially. While you could potentially do this with SpongeBob, a part later requires Sandy, so we have to do the entire thing as her, just to make it a little bit simpler. That's just the way I'm gonna do it, because otherwise it can get a little bit tricky sometimes. The first part has you destroying all of these robots in different spots to eventually unlock the ability to get over sooner. Which, as you can see now, opens up a spot for us to get across there. This is our spot where SpongeBob's probably intended to sneak over, but I'm gonna try and do this instead. Go over the top and try and land on this precise spot right here. And then just barely avoid the hitbox of these rings by doing another laser skip. It's kind of tricky, but I know in the original it is possible to skip all of this if this is done just exactly right. That being said, nailing this is kind of precise. It's also one of the longer sections. I had a particular cycle going that I could have potentially made, so I'm gonna go here. And there you see there, I just skipped over that entire thing. You're supposed to use SpongeBob for that entire section, but I just did that instead. And skipped all that. Even if you're not doing skips, Sandy is pretty overpowered in most of the main game and is able to skip almost all of the intended strategies that the game wants you to do. That's just the first button though, we have to hit the second one too. Oh wait, yeah, this is how we get through it. Okay, now we use this little spot from here to get up here. Across here we hit another button. And we need to hit all the buttons to ultimately turn off the museum security completely.
One less varmint.
So that removes all the laser fields. And actually allows you to continue on with the full game again. So yeah.
Well, that's awful pretty.
What I'm doing right now, by the way, is sort of a skip. You're supposed to go in and do a mixed amount of strategies using SpongeBob first, after getting Sandy's part done the first time, and then switch back to Sandy for the top half, since you need her to go for the rest of that. I was able to just skip all of that though, so now we can just use Sandy for the entire level instead, which saves quite a bit of time. As you can see, there are multiple spots where the game expects SpongeBob to do that particular zone, but I'm able to skip pretty much all of them. Kind of interesting that they never thought of the multiple ways people could get across areas. And this is a spot where you're intended to go back and then switch to SpongeBob proper to actually finish this. Alright. Well, anyways, we got the first thing at the end. Now we have to go for the rest of this to continue on. Okay.
Toasted tiki
Alright.
style.
There we go.
Bam!
There's another nice super monster combo. That's part of the game. And another sock is
Ooh, do I really have to carry Patrick's socks?
Okay. This gets us through the second part of the entire maze. And when we hit this trigger, we spawn some robes for Sandy to use later.
Make Patrick happy.
Okay. Huh. Well, okay. We kind of just spawned as SpongeBob on this thing.
I love opening presents. It shines. Ow, fresh like a spring breeze. Hey, Gary, you're on an awful
Okay.
long walk, aren't you? Ow. The trench of advanced darkness, huh? Sounds dark. Okay, Gary, I'll be extra careful.
Okay. We have to switch characters here.
Ooh, do I really have to carry Patrick's socks?
Alright. Yes, that wasn't necessarily required.
Up for a game of SpongeBob?
So, something I forgot to mention, you can spin to just defeat these robots once you get the chance to. I'm kind of surprised I didn't do that sooner to all the others as well.
Spring breeze.
That might open up some secrets later. Another hidden bungee cord that requires money to activate. Like I said, you need a lot of shiny objects to finish this game.
Boy, Patrick will be glad to have this back.
Okay. Alright. There's actually multiple different ways of defeating the robots if you want to, oh, it would help if if the character slap thing would actually pop on proper. Okay. Yeah, figures there's an extra way to just get that done from there. Alright. And we got that one over there. Now we have to go all the way back to the top. Before I go to boss after this area to get my last Sancho before we finishing stuff.
Nonsense! I only want to help. Help crush you all under my rise to power.
What was that?
Nothing. Say, see those lasers there?
You mean them things that look like fancy washing machines?
To your puny brain, I suppose. You'll need to turn on each one of those in order to cross the last part of the Trench of Advanced Darkness.
This better not be some kind of trick, varmint. Gotcha! Feeling refreshed.
Okay. There it is.
Okay, that's better.
All right. Oh, jeez. Sorry, got stuck there for a second.
We're messing with Texas.
All right.
Not as good as Texas barbecue sauce.
Alright. Okay, that's all of the collection stuff done, so we can get another satchel if we want to, and we probably will after we finish this area, just so we don't have to redo it later. Also, there's the secret ball there. Let's just get it. Which opens up another secret to another golden spatula later. I figured, by the way, since we went through most of the area already, it makes the most sense to actually go for the entire area before we do anything else, and that thing completely mixed up what I was trying to do. There, this is where I'm supposed to go. Alright. Or we could just fall here like an idiot. Yeah. No way we're getting back. Ugh. That's super annoying. In the original game, the hand literally just puts you back at the right spot and doesn't actually result in an instant reface or whatever. Because back in the original game, they had some different things going for them. And one such thing is, depending on which version you play, the hand usually would pick you up a lot quicker in this game. I just realized, Steffi, this entire actually is supposed to be done as SpongeBob and nothing else. What I was trying to do is use this to get up. A lot of the collision is solid in this, so you can skip a lot of stuff that would otherwise require a character switch.
Buzz off, you little pest. Someone better make good use of all these.
There's a secret over somewhere, right? It's over there. I'm gonna go and get that next. Whoop. Or we'll just go here instead. It's just not where I wanted to go. That was kind of an annoying time loss there. I'm supposed to get past that gap and not fail it like that. Oh well. Clear out those eyes again. Then use this to go up higher. Alright. I don't know if the museum clarity actually turns back on after this. I'm used to just having to go back through all this to do other stuff and then things change, but I guess not. And also, whenever the taxi's taken, you always get SpongeBob no matter what, apparently.
Another fine for Patrick.
Okay. Okay, only one left, and that's probably elsewhere in the level. So now we're going to head to Bikini Bottom, to this area. So now we get to see our next boss, which is going to be Robo Patrick, and this will get us our final unlockable, the cruise bubble, which allows us to actually fully 100% the entire game this time. And we'll use that to also completely finish off a couple of levels that we haven't done before. That being said, I do want to also finish up a couple of others, including finishing Bikini Bottom shortly after, so anyway, let's do the boss battle, shall we? Alright. I guess the only big difference is I'm not going to get the one inside the gem bucket until much later.
Wow, that robot looks like Patrick, and its breath seems just as bad.
This day just doesn't seem to be getting any better.
SpongeBob, hurry! Squidward's in more trouble than a chili relleno in a pan of grease. We have to help!
You're right, Sandy. But
Right.
if that robot really is like Patrick, he'll eat us for dessert. What should we do?
Well, we better figure something out, and pronto!
Maybe that button on his back is a self-destruct. I'll try to hit it.
Good idea, SpongeBob, but it's time to stop yapping and get to it!
So we have to use Bubble Ball and
Looks like
Sandy's
SpongeBob's in for a
kick.
rough ride. Great Barrier Reef!
This is one of the trickier bosses to do properly, as
Look
it's...
at that! The robot's made himself dizzy! This boy must be smoking at the lanes.
Okay.
Do-si-do and around you go!
There's the best line from this fight. In one of the lines, the fish has a really good line.
The robot is down! This boy must be smoking at the lanes.
Okay. So yeah, we just have to hit him using the bubble wall. Okay, I really like that phrase. Some of the phrases are just really goofy, and that's like one of the best ones. Okay.
That does it. You pushed this squirrel too far. Get ready for a hot fudge twister, Texas style.
Right.
What is Sandy going to do to get SpongeBob unfrozen? Great Barrier Reef!
Oh, now that we're playing as Sandy, by the way, we could just do this to skip the entire section.
Oh, and the robot is down! That's the ticket! That hot goo could melt anything! Do-si-do and around you go!
So, if you do the strategy from up here, then it usually sets it up in such a way where you will almost never get hit by the boss.
Down. That's the ticket!
Okay, it's not necessarily good to the point where you actually went in the right spot, unfortunately. Because we didn't have anything to do. Oh.
What is Sandy going to do to get SpongeBob?
Oh, by the way, every time you die in this, which there's multiple shots to die, it can take a little while to get going afterwards.
The robot's made himself dizzy! And the robot is down! That hot goo could melt anything! Great Barrier Reef!
Ew. Can't believe I'm wearing SpongeBob's underwear.
Do-si-do and around you go!
And yes, if you get hit by any of that, he will actually make himself dizzy, so it can get kind of tricky sometimes.
The robot is down!
Alright. It doesn't help that he wasn't in the right spot to be kicked.
Barrier Reef!
In case you're wondering, yes.
And the robot is down! Great Barrier Reef! Oh, and the robot is down!
There we go. Now it gives us a platform to kick.
Taking a beating out there. One more douse with that stuff, and SpongeBob will be back in the ring. Great Barrier Reef!
In case you're wondering, yes, this boss is mainly harder than the previous one because it's random whether or not you will actually be able to hit him. If you don't end up with a crate, then you won't actually be able to hit him properly. And anyways, there we go. Phase 2.
That's hotter than a June bug in July.
It's time to roll out some robot punishment.
Alright.
Does it? SpongeBob is back in the fight. Oh, SpongeBob's been ice creamed. Oh, that was a doozy. Great Barrier Reef. I see a prime bowling moment right here. This boy must be smoking at the lanes. Great Barrier Reef! I I see a prime bowling moment right here. Now the robot's
There's nothing
taking
like
a
the
beating
smell
out
of
there.
bubbles in the morning. Smells like victory.
Great Barrier Reef! I see a prime bowling moment right here.
There we go. Alright, we got him.
Saving me, guys. I never thought I'd say this, SpongeBob, but I owe you big time.
Thanks, Sandy. We'd still be popsicles if it wasn't for her.
Aw, shucks. You fellers are gonna make me blush.
I think I have fudge in my pants.
Okay, we're done with that. Now to clear out the other half of Bikini Bottom and trigger a couple of other things, including getting the cruise bubble power up. And yeah.
I'm sorry, Plankton. The Chum Bucket Lab is locked up tight. I don't know if I'll ever get enough golden spatulas to get in.
Yes, it's the Chum Bucket security system. I designed it myself. It makes me so proud. It was meant to keep out the hateful throngs of the unwashed. Unfortunately, I never figured I'd be on this side of it.
So what are you gonna do, Plankton?
We, of course meaning you, are gonna have to go out there and get those golden spatulas! Or I'll never get back into the Chum Bucket and regain control of my robots.
What was that?
Oh, I said, will I ever get back into the Chum Bucket to stain all my pots? Yes.
Something's fishy here.
Yeah.
Bubble Buddy, I bet the next move you teach me will be the best one ever.
Abso-positively, SpongeBob.
Super
Yeah.
pinky shake on it?
I would if I had pinkies.
Here, I'll blow you some.
Yeah, maybe later. Now, pay attention, SpongeBob. This bubble's a doozy.
Paying my entire salary in attention.
When you're not moving, press this button, and you'll blow a bubble that you can steer as it flies through the air.
Wow!
Aim carefully, though. You've only got a few seconds of flight time before the bubble pops.
I'm a bubble blowing machine.
Alright.
Coming at ya!
So yeah, that's the cruise bubble where you're essentially able to use it to blow up anything in its oar. You could even blow up the stone tikis, as you can see clearly.
I feel like a new sponge.
Okay, there's one extra golden spatula collected. Oh. Okay, this is the next spot I want to clean up, which is right over here.
What's wrong, Mr. Krabs? You
Right.
don't look so good.
You gotta help me, boy. The Krusty Krab's been overrun by a bunch of them hoodlum robots of yours. They've booted me out! And worse, they've got all me beautiful shiny objects!
Defiling the Krusty Krab? Is there no end to their evil? What are we going to do, Mr. Krabs?
We, meaning you, are going to clear the robots out, get me back me restaurant, and most importantly, rescue me money!
Yeah, that sounds about right. Like, we're just gonna try and find the golden spatula that's in here. So now we can, do this part.
Working. Time for a little sleepy sneak. Say hello to my little bubble friend. Ow! Fresh like a spring breeze.
There we go. I don't think everything even fully loaded after that.
Can't take it.
Alright. There we go. We got that done now.
Phew! You had me worried there for a bit, boy. Worried for me money, of course. Here, take this as your reward.
There we go. There's quite a few socks we missed here, actually. A lot more than I would have liked. I know there's 2 that you miss by default because of not having Bubble Bowl and Cruise Bubble, but this is a little bit much, I think. So we'll probably have to give this area a second acceleration in that case.
I get it. Fresh like a spring breeze.
Okay.
Bolorama.
There's your sock.
Hey, you. Patrick needs to do laundry.
There's that cannon gone.
You've just met the Sponginator.
This is definitely one of the more bigger levels in the game, that's for sure. It was definitely designed with a lot of stuff in mind. That's for sure. I like the fact that you are able to get all of the spatulas on your first run through on this. Despite that, though, you can't get all of the socks, so you can't really 100% this level as a result. I mean fully 100%, like get every single thing. By the way, to get one of the socks involves a lot of backtracking. You have to go to this checkpoint to take that to another checkpoint to then take that to other sock, and then you have to guide Patrick through this entire level sort of backwards to get to the spot where you can pick up another sock, and from there you can actually get it. It's an annoying one to get, that's for sure. Yes, that involves doing this as well.
I get it! I love opening presents.
And we can't use the taxi during this entire portion, otherwise we won't be able to do anything. Because we just turn into SpongeBob whenever we go back, so Patrick now has to make his way backwards for the level in order to continue on.
I will crush them!
Okay.
The robot go boom! Pretty sparkly green.
Okay. Alright then. And yes, as you travel between levels, if you travel between levels normally using slots and you have a certain character, you'll always remain that character. But if you're in the alternative character and you warp, you'll always switch to SpongeBob no matter what, which is a little bit annoying actually.
Wow, Jellyfish Rock. I never thought I'd see it with my own eyes this week.
Okay. So now we make all our way through the level backwards, just to get to left or south, and then from there, we can finally reach an area which we can...
Ooh, a present in every one.
Okay. And there we can actually now pick up this freezy fruit and use it to do some stuff here.
Hey, this is mine!
Let's be honest, I don't even know where half of the other sacks are located. Consider I should have had more though. It's definitely not fun knowing that there might be some missing ones.
I will crush them! Ouch! think SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right. That's much better. Hard and wrong. Ouch!
Actually, this is our secret I missed. I hope if they stopped hitting me, you know. That'd be fun. I think I just realized how I'm supposed to get that thing. And that's going to definitely be another one of the socks. So even though we don't have the ability to get all of them, I may as well get this one while I'm at it.
SpongeBob to mission control. The launch is a go.
Okay.
It shines.
There we go.
Fine for Patrick.
Alright. Alright. There we go. Now we can get this one spatula at least, and maybe start looking around the level for the other one, because I was kind of surprised when I went through this level and missed a switch by missing one of the other sets.
I feel like a new sponge. Somehow I don't think he needs a hand. Fresh like a spring breeze. SpongeBob mission control. The launch is a go.
Oh, jeez. Almost got it first try here. There we go. Oh, by the way, you have to use this immediately after doing stuff. It's kind of weird that they put something like this available here, but not give you the ability to get it right away. Just kind of obnoxious, to say the least.
Ooh. Do I really have to carry Patrick's socks? Ha!
Well, nice. So at least we got that done while we were at it. Cool. That wasn't actually one of the wheels we needed, but we got a sock instead, which is probably the next best thing, in addition to getting that golden spatula. And yes, I'm going back to this area because I want to try and get some stuff that I missed. I think at this point, since this is one of the sets that I should be having properly, I should probably consider just collecting my thing normally. Or we could just find it on there. I completely forgot we never went on that top of the set, which had that can. Well, it looks like that entire plan just went out the window. It's kind of an annoying spot to get to, because as you can see, you barely can't make it over either of that, so you have to go for the entire thing normally to reach that. Thankfully you have a box somewhere right here that we could just take to get up there normally. So use that to get up here, and then use this to get up here, which will give us our final wheel finally. Also, she didn't do the... There's another one! She can sometimes... Yeah, I'm guessing we already did that once, but I did not hear it this time. Also, there's another sock very far away over there. Of course, Sandy is able to get to a lot of places. Okay. Let's go. May as well go to the top of that while we're at it. Okay.
Well, if it isn't Sam.
Howdy, Mrs. Puff.
Okay, only Job can collect the reward here. But I can fix this by just going straight to a double warp twice, starting by this. Because it forces a certain character in some areas just by loading the area. Alright. Okay. Now we can get this satchel we never collected from before and then end off the episode there.
SpongeBob, I'm impressed. How did you find...
Well, there were these robots. I met Sandy, and the lighthouse was...
Okay. Sorry I asked. Here's the golden spatula that I promised you.
Thanks, Mrs. Puff. Now I'll help you guys evacuate.
But SpongeBob, you don't have a driver's license.
Oh, don't I?
No, you don't.
Well, if I don't, then what's this?
That's a library card.
Oh.
Okay. Alright, with that, we're going to end off the episode here, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video where we will continue playing through, this game. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Until then, leave a like if you guys enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!